right, what is F? Is a point of tangency. Okay? Is a point of tangency. What is FE? What is this line? Now that's a tangent. More specifically, it's one of those common tangents, right? That go in between the two circles. What about segment HG? What is segment HG? It's a radius. What about segment DB? It is a chord. Remember, a chord is a segment. A secant is a line. What's C?
Circle.
It's the center. More specifically, than an interior point is the center. Okay? Because BE, which is a what? More specifically, diameter. So it goes through the center. Lastly, last two. Line DB. That's the secant. Because it's the line that goes through the circle. And AG, what's line AG? It's another tangent. It's another common tangent. How many common tangents does this have? 4. 2 are drawn, but there are 4 total. Okay? So how many does this one have? 4. Remember, you have the 2 crossing on the inside, and then the 2 running along the outside. That should go not through, but on. What about number 10? 2. This one here, this one, and what about 11? 0. These are called what type of circles? Concentric. Concentric. Okay? Now we have to find X for a couple of these. You see how they use the symbol for circle right there? For each circle C, find the value of X. Assume that the segments that appear to be tangent are tangent. So that means if it looks like it's tangent, then it is tangent. Yes, you have to do Pythagorean theorem for number 12. Because since this is a tangent, that's a 90-degree angle, and you're going to have to do Pythagorean theorem. So work it out.
8.9.
Okay, look now. All right, so you should have set it up. 4 squared plus 8 squared equals X squared. 4 squared is 16, 8 squared is 16 plus 64. So when I take the square root, I get 8.9. Now you gotta be careful. 8.9 is the entire hypotenuse. X is only talking about this part right here. So how do I find just that little part? It's not half. No. How long is this? It's 4. It's the radius, isn't it? So you subtract 4 and you'll get X, which is about 5.9. 4.9. Sorry. 4.9. Okay? 13. Oh, what does that look like?
Ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone. Ice cream cone theorem means that these two tangents are congruent. So that means I set them equal to each other. So I subtract 2x. And what?
Add 8.
Add 8.
1, 2,
X is 10.5. There you go. Okay? Take about 4 minutes to try to do the other problems, and then I'm going to jump in about 4 minutes, okay? Alright, so here we go. 14, how do I find X? Pythagorean theorem. You got to be careful though. What's this part? 12. So I should have done 12 squared plus x squared equals 25 squared. Because this 6 only tells you the radius. Okay? So 144 plus x squared equals 625. X squared equals a number after you subtract. 481. So then when I take the square root, x is what? 21.9. Here, how do I set this up? set them equal to each other. This is the ice cream cone theorem. Congruent. So if I wanted to solve for x, what do I have to do to the 5x? Subtract it, and you'll notice that when you subtract, what happens? Cancels out. So I'm just looking for 4x squared equals 16. To solve for x, divide by 4. So x squared equals 4, and x is 2. Actually, it's plus or minus, or will it work? Remember, whenever you take the square root of a number, it's always plus or minus. It's always plus or minus that number. And so you want to check by plugging in to make sure they both work. So whenever you take the square root, it's always plus or minus that number. So if I were to plug in a -2 into x, what's -2 squared?
-4. No, positive 4.
4. What's 4 times 4? 16. What's 5 times -2?
Oh,
-10. What's 16 minus 10?
6.
Positive 6. Positive number. If it was negative, then it wouldn't work because I can't have a negative segment. When I plug in -2 down here, what do I get? -10 plus 16, which is, so does -2 work? Yes, it does. The positive will work as well. Yeah, you got to test to make sure it works. Because sometimes the negative version won't work. But if you test it, and in this case it does work. So it's plus or minus 2. Make sure you put a plus or minus. So positive 2 and -2 work. 16. I set it up the same way that I did number 13. 6x plus 5 equals 37 minus 2x. What is x going to be? 4. 4. And you'll have 8x equals 32. X is 4. And this last one. What is x?
13. I got 12.7.
13. If this is 5, you know the other radius is 5. Which means from here to here is also 5. Meaning, how long is this tangent?
13.
13. Because 5 plus 13 equals 18. And these two are equal to each other. So x is 13.
Yeah, I got 12.7.
That is like,
That's it, right?
18 on this side.
2x.
These two, because they're both tangents, they're congruent to each other. So because that segment's 13, that segment's 13. Alright, last two. Find the radius of circle A. See the symbol again? There you go. Radius, what am I going to have to do? This is all stuff.
2.75.
Distance. Distance formula is x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. All of that underneath the square root.
thought we got away from
Nope.
this.
Never. Ever. What's x2?
1, -1.
5.
Oh, 5.
What's x1?
3.
3. What's y2? What's y1? Okay. What's 5 minus 3?
2.
When I square 2.
4.
What's -1 minus 1?
-2.
Squared. 4 plus 4? And if I wanted to simplify the radical, it would be
2, 4.
2 square root of 2. But I can always type that in as a decimal and get a decimal. I don't know what decimal that is. Huh? What's the decimal?
I don't know.
You know I'm recording, right? And you're close to the mic, so I'll be able to hear what you say later. Alright, so what is square root of 8? 2.8? Alright. How do I find the slope of t? It's old. Slope
Well, you just
Or I could just
count.
count. Pick a point. Slope is rise over run. To get from this point to this point, I have to
Oh, it's
go
one.
up one and
One.
over one. So 1 over 1, which is
One.
1. What symbol represents slope? What variable represents
Y.
M?
Yeah. No.
Just to refresh your memory. Yep, MX supposed to be